Hi everybody, Green Kevin here today. Very late night, very late night as of this recording because I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but that's okay. More important things are at foot. Children's card games, of course. So we're going second because we lost Arrow, we drew Chalice, a Maneuver Afterburners, a Shark Cannon, and double Imperms, which is hilarious. So no Ray, no play, right? That's what I always say. No Ray, no play. And we're playing against Tenji, so that's great. They can potentially pop off, so depending what they draw. So they're gonna do that, tie it. Yep, of course we gotta negate that. Don't negate immediately. Let them at least banish this so they can't, recover or whatever. So let them waste it, sure. Because it's cost, remember, semicolons. So now they normal summoned. It looks like they bricked hardcore, who knows? So set. Oh, they drew Fusion Destiny, so it doesn't matter. So. And they had the Dasher. Oh, maybe, luck's not on their side. So we have to deal with a DPE, and we have all these things. Okay. So, please give me a Ray. We did not get it right. We got a third imperm. I can't believe this. This is incredible. How is this even possible? We should double. You another? Whatever. It doesn't matter. So obviously, what do you do? What do you do in this situation, right? We have to buy time basically until we can get a Ray or a Rose or a Hornet Drones or something like that. Remember, we have a pop, so at least Ray can maybe dodge it. If we get Rose or Hornet Drones, we're probably screwed. All right, and this. Remember that we're playing against Swordsoul Tenyi, so most likely the usual suspects are like probably Swordsoul, Swordsoul Blackout, right? It can be called by, maybe not called. Well, it could be called by. It could be called by. It could be Droplet. Could be Crossout. Those are usually the four cards that we usually always see, right? Um, I can't think of anything else. It could be the Yang Zing Trap. Who knows, right? So obviously we got to play this very carefully. So what do you do first? What is the first thing we should probably do? When I was playing this, obviously I'm in shock that I drew the third imperm. So you know what I thought to myself? We have at least a shark cannon. So if they take the bait for the imperm or the afterburner or whatever, we can at least banish their DPE for whatever during the whatever end phase or something like that, right? So they can have to force to summon a Dasher and or Celestial, because remember they have no cards right now, right? Odds are they probably draw a monster, summon it, and then Celestial draw two, and then we're probably screwed. So you have to play this very carefully. And remember that Fusion Destiny, right? That on the end phase it gets destroyed for the following end phase. So our turn, right? So no matter what, if it doesn't pop itself, it's gonna get destroyed because of Fusion Destiny. So we can probably hold on to this until end phase. When they goes to end phase, and then we'll chain it. They have to be forced to summon something, right? Uh, this is probably going to be very useful for if they summon another starter card, for example, like a Moye or whatever. We can just chain that, and we can hopefully live to another turn. So here's what I decided to do. We decided to take the bait. Like, please take the bait. And remember, since they did that, we can at least set a couple cards maybe, and then go from there, because they can just Swordsoul Blackout us if it is the trap, right? So we're trying to play around that. So we're gonna pop their thing. So now at least they don't have a tie to like banish their, worm or whatever later on. This is still a worm, so technically Blackout is still alive, right? I play around it. I only set one. I don't set this like a mad lad, right? Because you know what? That's gonna pop. We can chain this at the end phase, banish their DPE. They're forced to summon either Celestial or Dasher. Probably Dasher, right? You want Celestial Engrave somehow, so you can make a link 2 and then draw 2. We'll see from there, right? So we're playing around Blackout, but here's their opportunity to pop both, right? I think for the most part they're like, screw it. It's probably not worth it, right? This is already used, so they're only going to pop like one. So there's no like free advantage, if you will. And if they did that, then we have a free imperm to negate whatever they're going to do, right? Plus we know it's safe from cross out or call by. Right? Playing around Blackout. So playing around Blackout. So draw face. They did not draw a monster, so we know it's not a monster. Or something that could be normal summoned, right? Or special summoned. It's probably not a monster then. It could be something else. Who knows? Maybe it's Protoss. Maybe they drew Protoss, something like that. Because it can't be... It has to be special summoned by banishing 3 or something like that. So they didn't draw a monster. Or they chose not to activate it. Who knows? So attack. Could be a long wand. Who knows? I'm going to set it. Sure. Could be Moye. They summon Moye, can't activate the effect, right? So pass turn to us. Please give me a Ray. We got a Rose. That's kind of bad, right? Because remember that we're trying to play around Blackout. So if we summon Rose like a greedy boy, then they chain Blackout, we're probably screwed. We pop O's, and then we only have Imperm. Maybe we can live another turn. Unlikely, because 21 plus 1,000. They have a Moye and another monster. That's game for us, right? So, you know what I decided to do like a mad lad? I'm like, okay, screw it. We're going to play around Blackout. We're absolutely going to play Blackout. And at this point, nothing was highlighted. I was like, oh, maybe I made the right choice. So we're going to make Green Ray. Green Ray is going to attack this, right? So now whatever they make is completely useless. We're going to be greedy boy and send engage so we can set up multi-roll and all that fun stuff. Because at this point, we're going to push for, like, you know, board advantage over, like, revival from Ray, right? We have enough interactions since there's, like, 3 cards left. So Rosie O'Donnell's going to come out. Do not attack this, right? They could just summon the monster and then just use Celestial's effect to unbreak their hand. So we're deciding to play around that. We're going to go into red to add back our engage. We just sent off the Green Ray. So that's engage. We're going to go into Zeke. Right? So we can banish this. So they come back on their turn. They can't get the Celestial draw. We're going to activate engag. Engag to set up Shizuku Shuffle. We drew Fusion Destiny. That's hilarious. So activate multi-roll. Go into your blue Ray first. Because remember, Fusion Destiny can't summon anything except Dark Monsters for the rest of the turn. So Fusion Destiny last, of course. Make DPE. We're going to do this. Pop whatever back row it may be. And yo, it was Blackout. It was Blackout. Incredible. So, search for Widow Anchor, of course. We're going to Shizuku Shuffle. And then that's going to reset everything. And this point is probably game. Unless they top deck something hilarious like Harpy's Feather Duster. But even then, we have DPE pop. So DP is going to come back. We're going to pop whatever the heck they're going to make first. So, that was incredible that they opened Ecclesia. So they summon Ecclesia first, of course, but then that means they can't reveal the Moye. So the only other option they have is probably, you know, Taye, right? But obviously we're going to pop the Moye. They can chain Ecclesia all they want. We're going to pop Moye. That's going to clear our field. We can also imperm it. We can also steal it. Doesn't matter. Well, technically imperm's kind of bad because then they have Blackout in Graveyard. They could Taye and then banish this, get a free token, and still go into level 8. But obviously, since it's not on the field, we're just going to chain. Turn this on, chain, steal it, and that's basically game. Incredible. That's how we do it, chat. That's how we do it. Alright. Thanks for watching. Duelist Cup. I don't know what you guys think of Duelist Cup. I think it's like obviously full of tryhard people. I feel like 90, it's like 60% deck, 40% player. You know what I mean? I've seen some people like my friend who kind of just like, you know, jumbles their way up and they still get wins anyways because they're playing a tier 1 deck. But whatever. We're tier 0 clearly, right? Tier 200. All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.